It's very possible my son did not want to disclose what exactly he was feeling.
Mm.
However, I will say that once he survived these horrific burns, these horrific injuries that he sustained, I really did think, I don't have to worry about him anymore. He's come back from this, and he's doing great. He's thriving. And he really had. He had obtained his driver's license. He had bought himself a vehicle. He was enrolled in college. He had a job. He was exercising every day. I mean, he had a triumphant comeback. As far as I knew, I didn't have any reason to worry about my son. Not like I had in the past. It's possible he still was having those thoughts. I don't know. But I know that we had found out before my son passed away that he had been taking alcohol from us and replacing it with water. And of course, we didn't find out until, we drink very sporadically. We didn't notice until it was like, wait a minute, something's not right. And we confronted him and, he said, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But unfortunately, all that made him do was get mouthwash from the store and drink that. And he hid it. We never saw it. We never had any reason to suspect that he was doing that. He had done that one time prior, after his injuries. Again, I understood that he was in mental anguish because of the devastating circumstances surrounding our house fire and his injuries. And I knew he wouldn't recover immediately. But one day he just decided to drink a bunch of mouthwash and was heavily intoxicated. We thought that that was a thing of the past, but it turns out that after my son died, I found bottles of mouthwash in this room. Yeah, because he was underage. He couldn't go buy alcohol. He couldn't buy alcohol at the liquor store.
How old was he at that time?
19.
18, okay.
19.
Yeah.
So my son had been struggling. He didn't want us to know. He knew that all he had to do was tell me and I would help him. I'd take care of him. He'd had several inpatient psychiatric stays when I thought he was being unsafe or when I was concerned about his behaviors. And I just said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable leaving you at home by yourself. I really think we need to put you in the hospital and just to stabilize you. So I had seen my son struggle in the past, and when I would see it, I would do something about it. This completely came out of left field. We were not worried about him anymore. He was getting older. He was focused on his goals. He had a job interview the very next day after he passed away. He was trying to get a better job than the one he had, and we had prepared for it. And it just, my son was definitely thinking about the future. I don't know what changed, but I know that he was certainly mistreated at work, and he struggled to make friends, but he had all the love and support of his family. And we had talked about potential pitfalls because of what happened with his father and how his father tragically died. However, we can't make people open up to us. We can't make people tell us how they're really feeling. There's a lot of stigma and a lot of judgment that people think goes along with that, so they don't want to share. Even though I was a mental health professional and he knew that I could help him, that in any way I would find a way to help him. no matter what his struggle was. Uh, I was his biggest cheerleader and his biggest advocate. Um, but he didn't disclose everything.
Mm.
My son was also on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
Um, and he struggled a lot with connecting with people and making friends and being able to verbalize what he was feeling. He could never put it in words. It always eluded him.
Mm.
But we have to take people at their word. If they say that they're fine, we have to believe them.
Yeah.
So we definitely had complimented my son very soon before he passed away, and telling him, "You're doing a fantastic job. We're so proud of you for all the things that you're doing. Like you're getting it all together. You're finally doing all of the things you wanted to do." These were the things he wanted to accomplish. Independence was a huge thing for him. I want to show you that I can be independent.
Mm.
And I told him, "You're just doing such a great job. I'm really proud of you." And he
Mm.
said, "Thank you. It feels good to be recognized." But I don't know what happened that
Mm.
day. I don't know what changed. Did someone say something to him? Did someone do something to him? I'll never know. I will never know. But I, I've seen my son do badly in the past. This was not one of those times.
Mm.
It was not one of those times at all.
Mm.
But as a mother, I always feared what happens to my son if I die first.
Mm.
Who will take care of him?
Yeah.
I had very real concerns that my son would not be able to live independently.
Mm.
Um, that's the one blessing in all of this is I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Mm.
I didn't know who would be able to watch over him and care for him the way that I did.
Mm.
If I died first. Um, but yeah, it's been 10 months, 10 months today, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Months today, yeah.
Mm. And how have you navigated life, and especially about the siblings? How have they been? How are they?
Well, his siblings are having a very tough time.
Mm.
That's a hard one. We don't like to see our children suffer.
I know, yes.
And it's very hard on them. However, I've encouraged them to please talk about it
Mm.
to anyone who will listen. They don't need to talk to me. It's okay if they don't talk to me. I don't care. Talk to
Mm.
somebody, anybody. Please don't hold it in. Please don't ignore it. And they're doing the best that they can.
What are they doing at the moment? Where are they? And
Well, then they don't live with me. Only my youngest one lives with me, and he's in therapy. He's 16. He did not want to go. I said, "I'm really sorry. This is not a choice. You have to go."
did your son take his life at home or
Yes, in my bedroom.
in
Yes,
your bedroom?
yes, ma'am.
So who was the first person to get it?
Me. I had to do CPR on my son.
Yeah, that was not easy.
I'm a nurse. I've been trained to do that, but not on my child.
I know.
But
Oh.
I was with my son when he took his first breath and his last, and I'm grateful for that.
This is the time he had taken the mouthwash.
Yes. Yes. But I didn't know that until after he was gone. I didn't know.
Mm.
Um, you asked how have I been doing? How have I navigated this? Well, I've been through a lot of traumatic things in my life. A lot. More than
There's a time you talked about an accident or a vehicle that you are driving
yeah. yeah.
by.
Yeah. This was September of 2023. I was driving a car and it burst into flames on the
This is
highway.
after your sons.
Yes. After my son's accident, after
Yeah.
we lost our house, but
Yeah.
before he died, yeah. And, I had just experienced a horrible house fire. And
Yeah.
I thought, no, I not again. And I was able to get out of the car and no injuries at all. And the car burned to the ground. There was nothing left.
What caused the fire?
We're not sure. It was a car that was being refurbished for me, a classic car that was um, being fixed up by my husband for me. But those cars, they only made them for 3 years because they would catch fire. And, well, that's what happened with this one. Same thing.
We thank God that you are not injured.
Yeah, I was not injured. I know. It was really close.
Okay.
But a lot of traumatic things happened in my life. And I just feel like they were preparation for the biggest heartache of all. I do podcasts like this, interviews, magazine articles, anything to talk about my child and to honor him.
Yeah.
And to keep people from possibly going through the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what's helped me so very much. And I will continue to do that.
Yeah, and that's very honorable of you. And at what point did you remarry?
Well, I've been married to my husband since just February. But he's been in our lives for several years, many years. And he was very close to my son Zachary. They had a very unique and close relationship, and they loved each other very much. Yeah. Yeah.
And you say that you have had one more child with him.
No, this is somebody else.
Oh.
But they're all very close. All of my children are very, very close. My youngest son, the 16-year-old, was also home the day that my son took his life. He is the one who called the police. He is the one who called 911. And as much as I did not want him to see his brother like that, he came into the room and looked, and I said, I asked you not to come in here. He said, no, but I just want to make sure that you're doing something to help him. And I said, oh, I absolutely am, as I'm, doing chest compressions on my son. But he couldn't see, he just, maybe the police told him, is somebody doing something? Is somebody administering CPR? He couldn't see. was in a different part of the house. Maybe that's why. I don't know. And I didn't want my son to see his brother that way. He did. So we both were home that day. I think it has been the other blessing in all of this is my other two children, my oldest two children, were in another part of the country, many, many, many miles away. They didn't have to see what we saw. And that was protective in a way.
And so at that point, the police came and took away the body. Did you have any friend or relative near to just be with you?
Just my son. And then I called a friend of mine from work, and she met me at the hospital, and she was there with us. She's also a nurse. So yeah, she was there. My husband, unfortunately, had just left for a business trip and was not there. So he had to fly back the next day to be with us because my son took his life on the 4th, but we kept him alive until the 5th because he was an organ donor. He did donate his organs. So we had to keep him alive as long as we could. And we found recipients for his kidneys and his liver.
Yeah,
and then we took him off of life support on the 5th. And then my husband was back in town. It gave him time to fly home.
And the siblings too.
No, the siblings couldn't come. They were on the other side of the country. They couldn't make it in time. They couldn't. So, yeah, we just did a video call where they could see their brother and say their goodbyes.
So, who helped you in the motion of burial arrangements and so on?
So the interesting thing is, I had a lot of support from so many people. Not family, but all friends. And I will say this to anybody listening who's going through something like this. Let people help you. Let people help you through this. It didn't matter who they were, what they were offering, and at what time. I said yes to everything. We want to pray for you. Okay. We want to come over and bring you food. Okay. We want to, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter what it was. I said yes to everything because I knew I couldn't get through this on my own. I knew I needed the support and encouragement of others. And when I knew that, I received everything that was brought to me, given to me, offered to me with open arms. Most people will shut down and say, I don't want anything. I don't want to be bothered. Just leave me alone. I know that that's the worst thing for us. Because I knew that, I agreed to everything. If I had an instinct to just be by myself and say no, I would force myself to say yes. I didn't get through this on my own. I would be lying to say that I did. I had so many people come and offer to do the smallest things. And without them, I don't know if I would be sitting here. Let people help you. Let people take some of this pain and this burden off of you, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's so important to our well-being and survival. So I had a whole community offer to help us, and it was tremendous.
So how did you live? How long did you take to, I don't know if I can say, rise up and walk again?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Well, Again, being a mental health professional, I knew I could not avoid dealing with the pain and the grief. A wonderful quote that I read said, "We don't get to choose if it hurts. What we get to choose is, do we deal with the pain now or do we deal with the pain later?"
Yeah.
Because the truth is, the pain is there waiting for us, even if it's 10 years later. We have to deal with it.
Mm.
I did not work for 6 months. I
Yeah.
just sat there and took care of myself. I spent almost every cent I had saved up. I said, it doesn't matter. I have to get better. I'll
Mm.
make more money later. Right now, I need to take care of myself. And
Mm.
that's what I did. I did
Mm.
not force myself to go back to work too soon. I didn't tell myself that I'll be fine. No, I knew I wasn't going to be fine. I knew I had to practice self-care. And no matter how that looked, I gave myself permission to feel everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you did for self-care?
Some of the things that I did was um, I needed to cry.
Yeah.
I needed to stay in my bed.
Mm.
I needed to talk to other parents who had lost a child. I needed to offer support and encouragement to other parents who had lost a child, because they say when we feel badly, what we should do is help others,
Yeah.
and that helps us feel better. I wrote to a lot of parents and a
Mm.
lot of groups to offer them support and say, I understand how you feel somewhat, and I'm here for you. I did a lot of that. Uh, and some days I would do nothing. And I've said, it's okay if I do nothing. This is
Mm.
part of healing.
Mm.
Yeah. But a lot of days was difficult. I couldn't brush my teeth. I couldn't take a shower. I I couldn't do much for myself. Um, and that's the reality. That is how grief looks a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Mm.
Okay. I had many thoughts of joining my son. I said, this pain is horrific. I don't want to be here.
Mm. I know. I know.
Um,
I know. I understand.
yeah.
Yeah, but you went through it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I came to the realization that we can grieve the biggest loss of our lives and still find joy in every day. They can both coexist.
Exactly, and it is okay to cry. It is okay to feel the pain and to fight. And you are a very strong person, because I've been reading about you, and it's just amazing how you are a fighter. And I'm sure through your life you are encouraging people who are going through, because a lot of people are going through the same issues, and to listen to you, to see you move on, it's a big encouragement for others, and so you are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yes, and at this particular point in time, how do you describe yourself, your mental disposition?
Well, I deal with suicidal men every day. That's the line of work that I'm in.
Mm.
Um, I can't get away from it. This is a path I've chosen. I couldn't save my son, but I'm going to save others somehow.
Exactly.
Right. So my mental health is good. I mean, I go to work, I function. I'm not going to say that I'm 100% how I used to be,
No.
and I probably never will be.
Yeah.
But um, I get up every day and I'm ready to do the best that I can every day. And the days that I don't feel well mentally, or
Mm.
life just gets to be too much, I say to myself, you know what? This is going to be a self care day.
Mm.
Um, and
How,
I do what I need to do to make myself uh, get through the day
yeah.
and meet my needs. Yeah.
How often do you still remember your son?
Every minute of every day.
Yeah. Every minute of every day you remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, it is understandable. It's understandable that you should.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't go away.
it does not go away. Is there any time you think about him and think about the positive aspects of his life?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
My son was so much more than the incidents that happened on the last day of his life.
Mm.
Yeah, he was sweet, loving, talented, handsome, smart. Um, he's missed every day. I think of something silly or caring that he did. He was so much more than his struggles,
Mm.
just like we are. We're not our mistakes, we're not our struggles. We have so much more to offer, so much more that defines us. And
Yeah.
the same with him.
Mm.
Um, we will often uh, laugh at something funny that he said. Um, and I have his dog, his puppy that he loved so much.
Mm.
And every time I look at his dog, I think of him.
Mm.
And you know, I love this dog because I gave him to my son to help him with his depression when he was having a tough time. I said,
Mm.
maybe raising a puppy would be good for you, would help you.
Mm.
And when our house burned down, the dog was inside the burning house.
Mm.
And I ran in the burning house to get the dog because I said my son will not be able to recover if he loses his dog too.
Yeah. Mm.
So I went in to save this dog. I love this dog.
Mm. Mm.
Um, but yeah, we have little pieces of my son everywhere. His pictures are everywhere.
Mm.
I'll watch videos so I
Mm.
never forget how his voice sounds.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you, does it ever occur to you that your son got to this world for a purpose?
Yeah.
And at that point, he had already lived his purpose and finished, so he had to go.
Yes. Very much so. I've had several people mention that to me, and I believe that. Uh, you know, I spoke to somebody a long time ago who said to me, "Oh, your son is special. He's going to change the world. He's going to make a difference in the world." I made the mistake of assuming that that was going to happen when he was living, but she never said that.
Mm-mm.
Now, in my son's passing, is when he's making a huge impact because I'm sharing his story. He's motivated me to do something I perhaps never would have done otherwise.
Yeah.
And I do believe we've all been brought here for a purpose. This is
Yeah.
mine. Uh,
Yeah.
I almost died in childbirth in 2009 when I had my youngest child. We both almost died.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why I was still here, but now it makes sense.
Yeah.
I had to help my son, and I had to share his story.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced that It's part of my purpose.
Yeah, and so although we may not understand certain things,
Right.
but if we look deeply into occurrences, we will know that things don't just happen. There's always a reason for something to happen. And then it is left for us to discover what reason it is and to just make the best of that reason, to try and make sense of that purpose. So your son lived his life. Your son was meant to be there for a very short time, alive for a short time, but his spirit lives. And his spirit is moving throughout the world, changing the world, making the world a better place. So for that reason, you have reason to be thankful for having had him and for having had, for him giving you the opportunity to do what you do right now. Had he lived, you would not perhaps be who you are. I believe you are a much stronger person. You're a much better person than you were when he was alive. So for that reason, we still have to be thankful for the short time that he had to be there. And I believe that it is now time for us to let go of him so that his spirit can rest. How do you think about this?
Well, I agree with you 100%. My thoughts and dreams for my son may have had nothing at all to do with what his real purpose was,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I 100% agree with you that everything happens the way that it's supposed to. It's things don't just happen for no reason. I firmly believe that. My son lived the amount of time that he was supposed to live, and that's all there is to it.
yeah,
My own selfish heart would have wanted him to stay longer, but
exactly.
right. Um, but yeah, I know that I owe my son a lot. I owe my son a lot. Without him, I would not be sitting here right now, getting strength from God knows where. um, share to share this story, to uh, educate others, to empower others, to give them strength to go on. If it wasn't for him, I
Yeah,
believe that 100%.
yes. I believe this is just the beginning because
Mm-hmm.
you are going very far with this,
Yeah,
and you're meant to go very, very far around the world, not just where you are.
I
And that
know.
you have started.
Yeah,
And with good cheer, with the memory of your son should push you even beyond what your imagination.
right.
And having
Yes, I agree.
yes, and so we thank God for your son
Every day.
every day. How are the others right now? Your other children?
They're doing well under the circumstances. They really are. They're thriving. They're doing all the things that they love. Um, they're actually living their lives, which is great. Um, They just have their moments where they feel incredible sadness, Um, but that's grief. It shows up sometimes and unannounced, unplanned, but it's all very normal.
Yeah.
So they're really, really doing well under the circumstances. They really are.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are getting to the close of
Yes. That was so quick. So fast.
Now, I want to give you an opportunity to just address the world, address those who are going through this, and those who are living, or caregivers to those who are still grieving. Just speak to them.
Well, the one thing I always want to share is if you've not experienced grief, just wait. You will. We will all experience it at some time. We will all truly understand it at that point. If you've not gone through it, it's so incredibly difficult to understand. But grief is inevitable. It will claim all of us at some point. And what I can say is, for sure, talk about the person that has gone. Don't avoid the topic.
Yeah.
You will not make us hurt worse if you mention their name, because we hurt every minute of every day, whether you mention their name or not. Please give those that are grieving an opportunity to talk about their person. And language matters too. I think it's so important that we stop saying, "Let me know if there's anything I can do for you." I can't let you know if there's anything you can do for me because I'm just trying to stay alive. Please just come help me. Okay? Just, you know what I need. Just please do it. Okay? Let's stop asking people, how do I help you? Just help them.
At that particular time, the person doesn't even need help. Just needs to be there. You just need to be there.
Just show up. Yes.
Yeah.
So please, to those who are grieving, there's no contest that we're going to win by keeping it all inside. It's very harmful. It's counterproductive, and the grief will be waiting for us when we're ready. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but we have to feel it. So allow yourself to feel it. Don't judge yourself. Just understand it's a normal part of the process. And one day you'll be able to feel joy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Patty.
Thank you.
For this, you are a great person. You are a very beautiful soul, and I'm glad to have met you. I'm sure we will still speak on different issues, and thank you for tuning into Mental Wellness Insights. We pray that if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do and share so that we reach as many people as possible with these important issues of life. Thank you, Patty, and may God bless you.